I'll go sell them, come back the next day. Whatever I sold, I pay you for. You replenish them. I said, I don't want to know who you are. You took advantage of me. I really thought you liked me. My grandfather used to come and take me for walks. I knew what he was doing every day, exercising me like a horse.
Right.
He walked me down to Delancey Street, and ballpoint pens just came out. They were just, no more Inkwell and all that. And Leo Rabinowitz, who owned the store, my grandfather used to go there all the time for pens and pencils for the club. They used to play Zig and that, And he tried to sell him ballpoint pens. He said, I don't want no pens. I want the pencils. I don't need these pens. But it stuck in my mind. The next day, I walked down there by myself. I said, Mr. Rabinowitz, I think I could help your business. And he's looking at this crippled kid. and so he was humoring me. So he called his brother over. David, this guy's going to help us. Come here, listen to the story. And I told him. I said, you give me 50 pence. I give nothing to no one. I said, lend me 50 pence. I'll go sell them, come back the next day. Whatever I sold, I pay you for. You replenish them. And I could bring the pens all around the neighborhood. Who's going to walk to Delancey Street and find these pens? And at that time, we were getting paid, or people were getting paid, cash in envelopes. The banks were giving, it was cash, no checks or nothing like that. So I went to Mr. Pinto, Marine Midland Bank, and again, because he saw my affliction and all that, and I said, I got an idea. Can you tell me when certain officers get paid? And he figured I ain't going to rob him. The guy's a cripple. He said, why? I said, I have these pens. I showed him. I gave him one as a gift. It was like 10 cents. I gave it to him. I said, these pens just came out. You don't need inkwells. Now I want to sell them. I can make some money. And I exhausted it for about 4 months. That when I would pull up to a secretary's desk who just got paid 15 minutes ago because I knew when they came.
Timing, baby.
She'd open the drawer and say, she had more pens than me. They were being nice. So then I went uptown. I took the N train on Canal Street, got off at 59th Street. On the Park side, I'd never been up there before. And I walked out, and there was the Sherry Netherlands Hotel. And everybody was dressed to the nines. I thought every day was Sunday. Everybody looked like they were going to church. Everybody had their suits on. And I started selling pens there.
Is that where you met Costello?
Not only did I meet him, he came almost every day. He'd be walking from the west side, and he'd stop there. I didn't know what he was doing, but he was going to get his shoe shine. Downstairs in the barber shop, they clean up his shoes every day, and he goes over to the Waldorf. And every day he'd give me words of wisdom, give me a few dollars, sometimes $5. And before he left, he always touched my left shoulder, put my arm around and hugged me. I didn't care what he touched. Keep giving me the money. Show up every day. That's all I cared about. It wasn't till later on, because when I left the neighborhood, I was still down living in the bakery. When I left the neighborhood, I used to stop by out of respect and see Gambino, because he used to go to Ferraris in the morning. When he came in from Brooklyn, it's right on Grand Street.
Yeah.
So, and it's still there.
Put a pin on that. We got a story for that later.
Yeah, he's still there. So I'd go in and just wave to him if he was busy, or he'd call me over, how you feeling, all that. So when I left this one particular day, right next door, the other store that's still there is a religious store. They sell artifacts and statues and all that. So he tells me, Johnny, you're from Sicily, right? I said, yeah. He said, well, we just got these Logorns from Sicily. I want you to see this. I went to look at it. And for your audience that don't know, people wear horns, they wear these kind of things for the Maloikia.
Yep.
So he shows it to me. There's a hunchback on the top of the Logorn. I said, what's that about? Sicilians are very superstitious about touching cripples for luck. Well, the blood drained down in my head because I thought this guy liked me. I couldn't wait to go up to Canal Street. I went to Canal Street, and when I got onto the train, there was a lady selling rabbit's feet. So I bought a pink one for like 10 cents. I put it in my pocket. And sure enough, here comes Costello. And this guy, I thought was his friend. I found out later, Blackie was his bodyguard. So he does his normal stuff and gives me the money and whatever, and he goes to touch me, and I move.
No luck today, Frank.
And he goes, touch me again, and I move. He says, what are you doing? I said, not what I'm doing, it's what you're doing. Now understand, I'm a 12-year-old kid talking to Costello. He's the boss of bosses. They called him the ambassador at the time. He says, what are you doing? I said, no, it's what you're doing. You think I'm some kind of freak?
Did you know that he was
I didn't know
who
who he was.
You didn't know that yet.
I just thought he was a nice guy giving me money. So I said, you want luck? I gave him this pink rabbit's foot. And the guy, I found out later was his bodyguard, almost laughed that I'm giving this guy a rabbit's foot. He said, you know who I am? I said, no. I said, I don't want to know who you are. You took advantage of me. I really thought you liked me. He said, I do like you. I said, what are you touching me for then? For luck? And I had him. He said, what's your name? I said, Gianni Russo. He said, who is Angelo Russo to you? Is Angelo Russo my great uncle? He said, when did you see him last? I said, I never saw him. He said, why not? I said, why are you asking me all these questions? If you know him, because I was mad at the guy. And I had an attitude I should have had an attitude coming out of Bellevue to begin with. So he said, your uncle I know very well. He said, Blackie, take that cigar box. He said, you ain't taking my cigar box. And I used to hold it in my right hand because that
Where
was
the pens
my
were.
strength. Yeah. He took a roll of money out. I never saw so much money in my life. He gives me 3 $100 bills.
That's a lot of money back then.
He said, now I bought them. So I gave them to him. So he said, you know where the Waldorf story is? I said, of course. I know every public bathroom in New York. He didn't get it at first till we met, and because I did. I didn't know I had to go to a bathroom. I went to the hotels.
I still think about that today. I think that should be like a law. If you have to go to the bathroom, like people got to open the door. Like sometimes you're walking in the city, you're like, shit, I got to go. I got to find a Starbucks or something.
I go every morning. I still go. I walk every day. You can imagine. I walk up to 80th, 90th Street and come back down. So anyway, long story short, he says, be there. You know the clock in the lobby? I said, yeah. He's be there tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I was there at 9 o'clock. I don't want to miss the guy. The guy gave me 300.
Yeah, and I'm fucking be there at 9.
And then Blackie came and said, Mr. C wants to see you. I went back there, and he told me the story. That my uncle sent his mother and father here when he was a teenager.
Whoa.
And what most people don't know about Mr. Gambino, Carlo Gambino came to America at 17 years of age as a made man. He was made over there at the Gambino family. It's still there.